Hello ladies and gentlemen, and it is Lee here from Bleeped Up Productions, and today I'm bringing you another Coventry career FIFA 14 video, and this is episode 25, What Happened in That Game. And as you can tell by the title of this episode, we have 4 games in each of the episodes that I do, so one of these games must be an absolute nightmare, and I'll let you guys watch that to find out. But anyway, if this is the first time you've stumbled onto my content, welcome, and click the screen right now to take you to episode 1, because there's no point jumping on episode 25 when there's 24 episodes to watch before you can understand what's happening in this one. If you've returned, thank you very much for returning. Returning is always lovely, and it's great to have people come back to this series. Remember guys to leave a like on the video. Like gives this series a ton of exposure, and if you enjoy it as well, please leave a like, that'll be much appreciated. Nevertheless, we are going to get straight into our first game really, and the first game we have, it is game 26 of the Barclays Premier League, and it is against Southampton.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Barclays Premier League. It's Coventry City against Southampton. So midway through the season and they're top of the table, they need to keep on winning. Can they do that? The game of course under floodlights this evening. Let's head straight off to Coventry. Your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Well, we've got Barclays Premier League action for you. I'm Martin Tyler, and with me is Alan Smith.
Yeah, Martin, great to be here.
Alan, let's have your thoughts on the home side in this match.
It's surprised us all, hasn't it, to see this team leading the division at this stage after quite a number of games. And I just wonder whether they can sustain it. It would be one heck of an achievement if they could. But it's there for them. 3 points today, and who knows, the only way's up.
What a crucial game this is, guys, because as you can see on the screen, we are 6 points above Manchester United, and we need to keep on running. But we'll pick up the action here, and Southampton get off to a flying start here, and they get a free header, but our keeper Ondua denies the Southampton forward with an absolute amazing save. Look at this, bang, and what a save that is. We'll pick up the highlights here on about the 12th minute, and Negredo does a great ball to Fleck, and Fleck unleashes EB, and EB unfortunately is called offside. But to be quite frank, his forehead is offside, I believe, not his whole entire body, but that's just EA for you. But anyway, we'll pick up the action here, and Negredo is having a bit of an interesting time with the defender, but it comes to Adams, which his shot gets blocked, and it goes to EB, who delivers it to Cabai, who has a thunderous effort, and then it goes to Negredo, and he gets another opportunity, but the keeper saves, and it comes to no avail. But we keep the highlights going because obviously something amazing must happen or something terrible has happened, and as you can see, a player is down, and that is not good because it is our centre back Traore. And as you can see, I'm going to speed this up a little bit, but I decided to see who would be the best right back to take over, because I'll move Christie into the middle, who's playing right back at the moment, and let's move someone out to replace Traore, and I decided to play Alex Nimley of all people at right back, so I decide to bring Christie into the middle and Nimley as the right back. And here is the substitution. It is a bit crazy playing a centre forward all the way at the back, but Nimley is quick, so hopefully he can help support Antonio on that right hand side as he comes onto the field. So here we are, we're on the 45th minute right now into stoppage time of the first half, and as you can see, Adams is causing Southampton all sorts of problems, and they can't actually seem to get the ball clear, and it comes to Antonio, and he had a glorious opportunity, but the keeper pulled off a phenomenal save. But again, as you can see, Southampton are going to eventually get the ball clear, and that is going to be the half-time whistle. As you can see, it's been quite an even half. We've both had decent opportunities, but going into half-time with the 0-0 draw against Southampton is quite good because they have a very good squad indeed. So as you can see, straight from the kickoff, something amazing must happen. So we'll pick up the action here, and Musa has the ball, and he does a pass to Jordan Eby, and he passes it to John Fleck, who passes it out to Antonio, and here is Nimley, our new right back, who absolutely skins Luke Shaw with his strength, and he crosses it, and rising like a gazelle again is Negredo, and that's his 19th goal in all competitions. He has been such a critical piece to us this season, and he rises over that defender and finds the bottom corner there with a lovely header. He's just so good in the air, it is fantastic. We'll pick up the action here again, and as you can see, Southampton actually make a mistake, and Cabaye does a great through ball to Jordan Eby, and Jordan Eby has a shot, and he blazes it over the bar, which is unfortunate because normally he would bury those opportunities. But anyway, we pick up the action here, and Willian Jose here is just going to keep hold of the ball somehow. That wasn't a foul because he got the ball, and somehow he gets through our defence and he slots it home on the 57th minute. There was a controversial tackle in there, but you know, it is a well taken goal by the youngster, and as you can see right here, he does 2 plays to get a shot off, which is such a fantastic effort by him, and we are currently tied 1-1 apiece, and we have an opportunity here by Antonio, who has a shot, but it goes miles wide. But we have a dangerous free kick here by Southampton, and as you can see, that goes in on the 69th minute. But what a goal that is by Ramirez. If you watch the replay, which will be coming up, it comes off the crossbar. So as you can see, he hits it over the wall, and look at that, off the crossbar. This angle isn't exactly the best angle. You can see it gets some sort of deflection. This is the better replay of it. As you can see, it comes over and it hits the bar and goes in. So we are down 2-1, and our next highlight here is on the 75th minute, and Ryan Gould has an effort, and that is eventually cleared. I had to bring on some players because players were tired. But here we go, on the 85th minute, Eby here does a beautiful ball over to Nimley, and Nimley blazes it over the bar, but we lose this game 2-1, unfortunately. So hopefully we're praying that Manchester United slipped up or didn't play or win or lost or whatever, because we lost 2-1. And the problem with our injury is, as you see guys, Traore is out for 4 weeks. But luckily enough, he will be back in time for our game later on in the episode, because we actually get a nice week and a half break in this episode between games. So our next game is against Spurs in the Barclays Premier League. If you watched last week's episode, you knew they beat us. They beat us in the final of the Capital One Cup. So to fire these boys up, I decide to motivate them because we need to beat Spurs this time. And this is game 27 of the Barclays Premier League.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Premier League. It's Tottenham Hotspur against Coventry City. Midway through the season, and what a key game we have for you as the current leaders take on the side in 3rd place. Who will come out on top? Let's cross straight to White Hart Lane. Your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Well, we've got Barclays Premier League action for you. I'm Martin Tyler, and with me is Alan Smith.
Yeah, hi Martin, great to be here. First versus third, a chance for that 3rd place team, Martin, to peg back the leaders with a good performance. It's not going to be easy, but they've got the talent to do it.
Yes, Man United did not win, so we still have a 6-point lead, which is fantastic. So we'll pick up our first highlight here, and Negredo does a fantastic through ball here to Antonio, and he just keeps it in, but he cuts inside, and he's going to keep on going and using his pace, and he has a shot, but Lloris is equal to that effort. He should have really gone for the far post, but I thought I could go on the inside post. But that's a great effort and a fantastic save by Lloris. But from the corner, Frank Musa whips it in, and look who rises again. Negredo for his 20th goal in all competitions. Yes, it's another header, and he's telling all the Spurs fans to shush, and now he's telling them, hey, can you hit? Can I hear you? But he rises and he beats Lopez. I'm really happy with it. Oh, not Lopez, sorry, Lloris. And, you know, that's more than what we need to get off to for a good start. So we'll pick up action here, and Musa has an effort here, which is blocked by a defender. and it is eventually cleared. I didn't want to cross it in because I seem to be scoring quite a lot of headers recently. But we'll pick up the action here, and as you can see, Tottenham had a free kick which went to somewhere terrible, and Negredo is through on goal here, but he puts it to Antonio, and Antonio keeps running, and he actually gets the ball, and he's still got it, but luckily enough, Tottenham get the ball, and they eventually clear from danger. And here we go on the 40th minute. What a ball that was, and Bale is through on goal, and Bale puts it wide for a change. Normally he seems to be our kryptonite, but as you can see, our defenders gave him too much time, and as you can see, it just goes wide, luckily for us. So we go in with a 1-0 lead against Spurs at half-time at White Hart Lane, which I'm really happy with because Tottenham have been our kryptonite this season. So here we go. Here is a highlight on the 49th minute. Bale is set through on goal again, and he tries a cheeky chip, but our keeper is there to save it, which is fantastic. So we'll pick up the action here on the 57th minute. Negredo is outside on the box and has an effort, and Lloris really makes a meal of that. He could have easily caught it, but he punches it over the bar. But we'll pick up the action here again with Tottenham, and Livermore does a beautiful ball over the top again to Gareth Bale, and Bale's shot rocket hits the bar, so we eventually get it cleared. So we were absolutely cacking it because Bale hit the bar and they just kept coming, Tottenham. They just kept coming and coming and coming. And here we go, they're on the attack again, and as you can see, the ball comes to Bale on the penalty spot, and he buries it on the 76th minute to give them a 2-1 lead, and that's his 22nd goal in all competitions. But it is a bit of a p-roller. He hits it really weak, but it beats our goalie low. And here we go, another highlight by Tottenham. Tottenham really did come out to play in the second half, unlike what we did. And as you can see, Lamela plays in Bale, and Bale has an effort here, which is blocked by our right back, luckily enough. But here we go. This is the final attempt we have. Lopez passes it to Eby. It's on the 90th minute. He crosses it. It goes to Nimley. Nimley's on one-on-one with the keeper. He hits it, and Lloris saves it. I don't know what it was. Nimley was through on goal, and his touch let him down here, and he hits it straight at Lloris, and it goes out for a corner, but nothing comes of Vale. So we go away with a 1-1 draw against Tottenham, which I can live with. But during this game, a player did get injured, and Frank Musa will be out for 2 weeks, guys. So that's okay, because we've got a decent enough squad depth that it will not be a bit of a worry for him to be missed. But here we go. Here's the big game of the episode. Coventry against Schalke. I decided to motivate the boys because we have a 2-0 aggregate bonus in the first leg against Schalke in the knockout stages. So here we go. This is the second leg to the Champions League knockout stage against Schalke at home, and we're gonna see how it goes.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Champions Cup last 16. It's Coventry City against FC Schalke. The floodlights beaming down from the night sky. Let's head straight off to Coventry. Your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Well, it's the knockout stage in the Champions Cup, the round of 16. It really hots up from here on in.
Well, it does, and this is where your better players would hope to step forward and really lead from the front.
What a big game this is for the city of Coventry. This is such a huge game for us, guys. And here we go on the 24th minute. What a ball that is to Antonio. And Antonio has an effort, and Negredo hits the post. The ball kind of just ricochets to Negredo, and he unfortunately hits the post off his stomach, which is kind of disappointing. But here we go, we'll pick up the action, and Gold plays it to Eby, and Eby passes it back to Gold. He has an effort, the keeper saves it. Eby with an open goal, and then the keeper saves it, but then finally, for the third time, Negredo smashes it in, and that is his 21st goal of all competitions. What a double save by the keeper, and unfortunately he could not get to the third one, which is good for us because now we have even more of a bonus in aggregate. We are 3-0 up in aggregate, and as you can see, Eby is through on goal again and has an effort, but the keeper is equal to it, and it comes out to Negredo, and he has an effort, but it is blocked, and then he has another effort, but it is straight at the keeper. So here we go, we'll pick up the action, and on the 44th minute, Schalke seem to exploit our defence because our defence just seem to part like the Red Sea. We can't seem to put a foot right in the defensive end. And as you can see, we block this shot, and then the shot comes in and our keeper saves it, but there's a goalmouth scramble and Schalke get a goal. So now the game is 3-1 on aggregate to us. And as you can see, it's all over the shop and the Schalke player gets there before us. So we're going into half time, and yeah, it can't get any worse, can it? Well, let's find out. So here we go. Here is the highlight for the first one of the second half. As you can see, what a great ball over the top there by Schalke. And as they get another goal on the 53rd minute, panic started to set in. And as you can see, what a ball that was and what a finish that was. And now it is 3-2 on aggregate. And here we go. We'll pick up the action. And EB here has a glorious effort, but he just puts it wide of the post, which is quite unfortunate because that would have given us a nice cushion again, but he just puts it the wrong side of the goal. And players get tired, so I have to bring on Nimley, Lopez and Streifler because I don't want to cause any injuries. But, you know, that's some of our good players. Hopefully it will not come back to curse us. And as you can see, we're trying to get rid of the ball and we can't seem to clear. And the seams open up again, and Chadley has an effort here, but our keeper Underwear comes up big with a huge save. As you can see, our defenders just didn't turn on, and our keeper, fortunately enough, was there to save that effort. But here we go. We have Ryan Gould here. He cuts inside and he keeps his head up and he keeps looking, and as you can see, he keeps going and he has an effort. It is saved, but it goes all the way out to Nimley, and he has an open goal which he's not going to miss, and he decides to do a celebration with some scratching of a DJ. But that gives us a 4-2 advantage on aggregate now, and as you can see, Schalke are not going to give up easily, and they come straight back, literally straight back, with a goal by Lance Bender, and it goes straight into the bottom corner. And here is a tactical change because they are almost there for winning this game, but it's in the 90th minute, it's in stoppage time, we have 4 minutes, surely we can hang on. And here we go, we'll pick up the action here, and Draxler plays in Farfan, and Farfan gets dispossessed by Adams, and he takes a very stupid heavy touch to give Schalke a throw-in, in a very dangerous place, and that throw-in goes all the way to their right back, and somehow they keep the ball, and Draxler does some great dribbling here, and the ball finds their centre forward, and he buries it in the bottom corner. Schalke have just scored on the 90th minute to pretty much guarantee them going through to the second, well, let's say the final 8 of the Champions League, due to a deflection cross, and it goes straight to their forward, who is he's just came on. This was his first touch from being subbed on, and as you can see, we lost 4-2 in this game. We went into this game with a 2-0 lead, and we blew it. Schalke go through on the aggregate, and we are knocked out of the Champions League. And that is why this episode is titled, What Happened in That Game. But anyway, we'll take a look at the Champions Cup table. As you can see, Chelsea beat, I don't know what team badge that is, unfortunately. Bayern Munich destroyed Atletico Madrid. Schalke beat us. Borussia Dortmund beat Paris Saint-Germain. Barcelona beat AC Milan. I don't know the winner of the Real Madrid Marseille game at the moment. Man United beat USK Moscow, and Tottenham beat, I believe that is Valencia in that round. And that is the final bit of the Champions League we're ever going to see, because we are knocked out. But we had a great run, so I'm happy with that. We beat some good teams along the way, but we are out of that competition. So, with the final game of this episode, we are against Liverpool in the Barclays Premier League, and we just need to get a win in this game because it's getting a bit too close to the Barclays Premier League. So I decided to motivate the boys because we got that horrible loss to Schalke, and this is game 28 of the Barclays Premier League. Hopefully we can get a win against Liverpool.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Premier League. Today it's Liverpool against Coventry City. So midway through the season and they're top of the table, they need to keep on winning. Can they do that? So without further ado, we're off to Anfield. Your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
It is time for the match. Martin Tyler here to describe it for you with my good friend Alan Smith.
Yeah, hi there, Martin. Walking into the ground today, I've just got that feeling it's going to be a really good afternoon.
Well, for the next couple of hours or so, he's got to forget friendships and try and outwit his former team.
Yeah, well, they know all about him, and they know what a good player he is, so they'll be guarded.
As you can see, we are 6 points ahead of everybody in the Barclays Premier League, but nonetheless, here is our first highlight. In the 30th minute, they have a corner, but luckily for us, we get it cleared with a great tackle by Negredo, who then unleashes EB, and it's Jose Enrique against EB. Jose Enrique ain't going to catch him, and Jordan EB slots it past the keeper and is telling the Liverpudlian fans to be quiet because we bought him this season and he has been such a bargain buy for about £1 million, if I don't say so myself. But here we go, we have a fantastic effort by Liverpool, pretty much straight from the kickoff from when we scored, and Henderson's header just goes wide, luckily for us. But we'll pick up the action here again, and as you can see, Ryan Gold here does a fantastic ball to Negredo, and Negredo just controls the ball instead of doing a diving header. I don't know why he didn't throw a header in, but he just decided to dive. But as you can see, the music is playing, so something epic must happen, and John Fleck buries it. Absolutely buries it. That is a phenomenal goal. He just turns two defenders pretty much to get into some space, and he curls it into the top corner past the Liverpudlian goalkeeper, which gives us a 2-0 lead. But here we go, in stoppage time of the first half, Liverpool have a glorious opportunity, and luckily for us, we get the ball clear, but nothing comes of that corner. So we go into half-time with a 2-0 lead, which I'm really happy with because after the Schalke game, we need a very convincing win. But we'll pick up the action here again, and Modric is through on goal, and he passes it out to Sterling, but he hits the bar, and Traore, now back from injury, clears it off the line, luckily enough. But here we go. EB again, through on goal, and he puts it wide, unfortunately. Oh, that would have been a glorious goal to score. And here we go, we'll pick up the action here again, and Adams cuts inside, and Adams has an effort which is literally a country mile wide. But we win the game 2-0, and that gives us 3 points in the Barclays Premier League. So now, guys, it is the end of the episode. It is a bit heartbreaking that we're out of the Champions League, and especially to lose 4-2 to Schalke at home. That is an absolute drumming, and hopefully we can bounce back from that. So, guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. A like is much appreciated. If you want to watch last week's episode, you can hit the thumbnail on the screen to go watch last week's episode. If the next episode is live, you can hit the thumbnail on the screen right now to take you to the next episode. If you've enjoyed my FIFA content and you want to subscribe to my channel, you can hit the subscribe button right there. If you want to check out any more of the videos that we do on this channel, whether it be board, video, or miniature game related, hit the view channel button there to go check out any more of my content. You can hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. You can drop a like on the Facebook page, that'll be much appreciated. The links can be found in the description, or you can follow us on Twitter. But until next week, guys, take care and have a good one, because we are pretty much 3 episodes away from finishing the season. Take care.